Greetings, Trailblazers. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today, I'll guide you through the officially announced upcoming banners and characters of the version 2.6 in Honkai Star Rail, and share my thoughts on who you should prioritize pulling if you're a free-to-play player. I won't dive deep into detailed stats or damage multipliers for each character, but I'll highlight the key factors that make them worth spending your stellar jades on. This will help keep the video short and focused. So, without further delay, let's jump right into it. In the first phase of the upcoming 2.6 version, we'll see the debut of Rappa, alongside Dan Hung in Bibiter Luni Rerun. Let's start with Rappa. She's a 5-star imaginary erudition character, specializing in break damage. Her key strength lies in her ultimate, which puts her in a unique state. During this state, Rappa can't use her skill or ultimate again, but her basic attack is greatly enhanced. This greatly boosts her damage output. Additionally, her break damage and weakness break efficiency are increased during this mode, making her a great DPS if you want to take down multiple enemies. Rappa's talent allows her to gain up to 10 charge points whenever an enemy's weakness is broken. Each charge increases her break damage multiplier, which significantly boosts her damage potential. Additionally, she also has the enemy's weakness ignoring mechanic in her kit and dealing toughness reduction damage, regardless of their elemental type. Overall, her kit looks great for a DPS, but here's what I think. Pull for Rappa if you don't have a strong break damage DPS, or if you want a second break DPS for your team, or if her character design, animation, and playstyle appeal to you, and you don't care about doing big damage numbers with her optimal team and build. Do not pull Rappa if you already have Firefly and you are looking for something different, or if you're aiming to clear harder endgame content but don't have the necessary supports, such as Wanmei or Harmony MC built to maximize her potential. Next up is Dan Hung in Bibiter Luni, a 5-star imaginary destruction DPS. Whether you are a new player or old player, I do not recommend pulling for him in the current state of the game at all. His mechanic of consuming 3 skill points every time you do the enhanced basic attack can be quite hard to use in every turn unless you have specific supports like Sparkle or Hanyo on your team. And if you do not use his enhanced basic attack every turn, then it will result in a big DPS loss. He has fallen out of meta a while ago. Now even Dr. Ratio, a free 5-star DPS given by Hoyo, performs better than him in most scenarios. That being said, pull for him only if you really enjoy his character design and you are invested in his personality and want to get him no matter what, regardless of meta considerations. However, if your main goal is to clear all difficult endgame content and you don't have supports like Sparkle or Hanya, then you're likely better off pulling for other characters. In the second phase of version 2.6, we'll see rerun banners for Acheron and Acheron. Focusing on Acheron, she is a 5-star lightning nihility DPS. I highly recommend pulling for her if you don't already have her. She's not only incredibly powerful, but also brings fresh mechanics to the gameplay. Acheron's standout feature is her ability to use her ultimate without needing energy, which sets her apart from most characters. Her ultimate literally transforms her into an erudition type unit, dealing massive AoE damage while having the best visuals. But what makes her even more unique is her ability to one-shot weaker enemies and completely skip certain battles, which is perfect for time-consuming modes like the simulated universe, as it saves a lot of your time. Building a team around Acheron is straightforward, as she doesn't rely on buffers. Instead, she excels with nihility debuffers, freeing up your buffers for the other team. Characters like Silverwolf, Hela, Welt, and Jiaoqiu synergize well with her. Acheron is one of the strongest DPS character in the current meta, and it's unlikely that she'll be power crept anytime soon due to the uniqueness of her kit. With more debuffers being released, such as Jiaoqiu, Acheron will remain relevant and valuable character for a long period of time. That is why you should definitely try to get her. You won't regret investing in her long-term strength. The last character of version 2.6 is Acheron, the only non-DPS character in this version. He is a 5-star imaginary preservation unit whose main role is to provide shields and protect your team from damage. While there's already a standard shield unit, Jeopard exists. Acheron improves upon Jeopard's shortcomings, especially when facing enemies with strong crowd control abilities. What sets Acheron apart is his efficient shield generation, allowing him to refresh and stack shields without consuming too many skill points, making him a skill point positive character. He also grants 50% effect resistance to allies and can resist crowd control debuffs as long as his shield is active. Additionally, Acheron can trigger follow-up attacks after being hit or when other team members are struck a certain number of times. This makes him an ideal partner for follow-up DPS units like Dr. Ratio and Fei Xiao, who benefits from extra out-of-turn attacks. He fits into almost any team due to his strong sustain abilities. Despite his impressive kit, in my opinion, Acheron isn't a must-pull character if you have other good sustain characters. So, pull for Acheron if you are struggling to keep your team alive with other sustain characters, or if you want to make your follow-up team synergy even better, or if you overall like this character and his playstyle. You can skip him if you are doing just fine with other healers even in the hardest contents of the game. Well, that is all for this video. If you enjoyed the video, then make sure to like and subscribe for more future contents like this. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.